Alrighty, here we go. We are live on TimeShot yet again. It's been a little while since my last stream. Last week was a little busy. I meant to get a stream going. Oh, I should probably update my game real quick. We are not playing Mass Effect. Let's change that real quick. Usually I do that before I start, but I kind of forgot this time. Okay. Alright, that should be better. Alright. Oh, hang on. Okay, we're good. For a second there, I went back to my channel, and it said I was not live anymore. So I was a little worried that I had somehow shut the stream down. I don't know how that would have happened. Anyways, I've been AFKing over here at the Guardian farm, trying to gather up some prismarine and all that good stuff. And I haven't gotten a whole lot just yet, which is kind of unfortunate. And let's grab all my stuff back out of here real quick. I plopped it all in this chest because I was AFKing overnight. I didn't want to die and lose some of my things. I know it's not very likely that that would happen, but I just wanted to be safe. And always better to be safe than sorry. Let's go ahead and plop some of this stuff in there. You'll have to excuse me while I reorganize my inventory, because I always have to have it in the same layout. Let's see here. I need my sticks over there. Actually, sticks go over there. Coal goes over there. This is incredibly exciting. I probably should have done this before the stream, but I just got home from work, and I didn't really have any time to set up. I just wanted to get going on this. So yeah. Which is perfectly fine because nobody's in the stream just yet. So, yeah, where's my shovel? Oh, there it is. Okay. Now, I think we can get started properly. We'll have to offload all that stuff once we get back to the aquarium. There has been quite a bit of stuff that I've done since the last streams. The last stream that I did in TimeShot would have been last Tuesday. So it's actually been a whole week since I last streamed on here. So I have made quite a bit of progress. And in fact, I can't quite remember where we left off last stream. I feel like we hadn't gotten very far at all, so I suppose I'm just talking to anyone who is watching this later, but it is going to be quite the bit of a change from last time we streamed. There's quite a difference in the amount of progress that has been made. I haven't built any new aquarium tanks yet. I'm kind of saving that kind of stuff for doing on stream or on camera or what have you. But I have mostly finished out the entire roof and all the walls. Had I finished all the walls last stream? I don't even remember. Hopefully going to be doing these streams more often so I don't forget what I did in between streams. It was just last week was a little hectic. I don't have any. Why do I not have any ender pearls in my inventory? I feel like I say that a lot. Where I forget my ender pearls, and I know I have a lot of them, but I keep using them up and not restocking them. So I'm not real satisfied with the way the front of the aquarium looks up here. I'm probably gonna extend that piece of it out to kind of go over top of the dolphin area here. I just haven't gotten around to doing that quite yet. I have made a whole lot of progress in laying down the grass around here, and it may not look like much, but this is lots and lots of dirt. I've gone out to the excavation dirt area that we have on the server, and I have gone out there with both of my shulker chests and my full inventory, cleared, and filled up all three of those, inventories and brought it all back here. And I've made at least 2 or 3 trips at this point, and I'm already out again. But it takes a lot of dirt to fill in all this area. And I was waiting on the grass to finish growing, so I go ahead and grow some tall grass around here and probably plant a couple of trees. But yeah, it's a lot of work, and I don't know exactly how far I'm going to extend the grassy area. I mean, I might just go to this hilly part of the map right over here and then extend it. I don't know how far over this way. I almost want to connect it up to the savannah over where my Jedi Enclave is. But that might be a lot of work. I mean, who am I kidding? That is going to be a lot of work, but I think it'd be worth it. It would help make the whole area here look a lot nicer, a lot more cohesive. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see on that. So let's check out the inside of the aquarium real quick, and then we'll get to the meat of this stream. I do have something I plan on doing today. And actually, we're not going to be working in the aquarium today unless we finish our other task early. And I guess I did kind of start on an enclosure over here. I'm not satisfied with it, but I think this will be where I put the turtles, and I'll probably have to pop the glass up another block to make sure they don't escape, but for now I kind of left it like this until I actually get some turtles in here. Probably going to be 2 turtles. It's not a huge space, and I might actually replace this out with stairs so you can kind of walk up and look into the enclosure a bit more easily. But yeah, and I'm not sure, maybe I'll just extend the thing all the way up to the ceiling or all the way up to this ceiling level. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to do the glass enclosure here. And Albus is right by my microphone. You might be able to see him popping up on my face cam there. Hopefully he goes and hops up in his bed in a minute and doesn't harass me too much. Okay, so we were going to drop off some stuff, although I just realized I don't have my ender chest at my base yet. Why do I not have an ender chest here yet? I think I actually do have the resources, except I don't have any ender pearls. Oh, yes, I do. What am I talking about? What am I going on about today? Okay, I do have ender pearls, so we also have in here, we have some blaze rods, so we can make some blaze powder, and I can just make us another ender chest and plop it in here. I know I have some obsidian because I intentionally mined some up last time I went strip mining, because I knew I would need it at some point. The only question is, where the heck did I put it? These are the chests I've kind of been using for my strip mining stuff. But yeah, I've mostly been kind of throwing stuff in random chests wherever, so that does make it a little inconvenient. I know I had some. I know I would have brought it here too. I didn't go back to my other base, so it's got to be in here. Oh, there it is. Okay, awesome. Hi, Mara. Okay, so we need 8 of those. And yeah, I've been meaning to put in another ender chest in the aquarium here just to make things easier. And first you have to do the ender eye. But I've been meaning to get another ender chest. I just always procrastinated on it because I think it's such a pain in the butt to get obsidian. But then in reality, it's not when you have efficiency 5 on your pick. It really doesn't take that long to mine obsidian anymore. And in fact, mining, one thing I do kind of miss, though, is that pranking somebody with obsidian used to be kind of a big deal. But nowadays, not so much, because obsidian actually isn't that difficult to mine. Especially if you prank somebody right at their base, because they might have a beacon there, and that'll make it even easier to mine, so don't get any ideas. Yeah, I mean, I think my prank ideas, I have quite a few prank ideas that are kind of on the back burner right now, but one of them was to do something with obsidian, but I think I'm probably not going to do that, just because it's not as much of a pain in the butt anymore as it used to be. Okay, so we got everything cleared out. Now the question is, I'm just wondering if I have something, I probably wouldn't be over this base. So what I'm planning on doing today is I would like to, well first I would like to sleep, because I probably haven't slept in a while because I just came from AFKing. So it'd probably be a good idea to sleep so we don't get those phantoms interrupting us. The phantoms really more of a nuisance than an actual threat, but a nuisance nonetheless that we can get rid of because we are the only ones on the server. So, today's plans, one thing I want to do, I have mined up quite a bit of stone to fill all this in. And one thing up here I tried to put in a TimeShot logo. I didn't plan on doing this originally, so I didn't really build the space to accommodate it. And I might remove the crosshairs because I realized that I built the whole aquarium. It's centered on even blocks, if that makes sense. So I can't really do a 1 block wide line to do the crosshairs in the TimeShot logo. So I might just remove the crosshairs completely. I think it'd probably look better that way, and just leave it as is. But I mean, since I didn't really, I just happened to see when I built up the ceiling that I had that circle space right there, and I was like, oh, that would be a perfect spot to put a TimeShot logo. But obviously I didn't build the whole thing with that in mind. But anyways, as I was saying, what we are going to be doing today, since I have been mining up a lot of stone, and I guess I've mostly gotten all the stone I need, so this is a little late. but I would like to get a beacon going because I'd like to do a little bit more. I'd like to mine things up a little bit faster and kind of start up a real quarry to get more stone, because I'm constantly running out of stone. Because I do some strip mining, and that gets me a decent amount of stone, but not as much as digging a giant hole in the ground with efficiency 5 and a haste 2 beacon would do. And that mines fast. And to top it off, I actually do have a plan for my outside spawn base that will involve a giant hole in the ground. So conveniently, since I do need stone and I want to build that giant hole in the ground anyway, we might as well go ahead and get a beacon going and go do that. So what I'm doing over at my other base here, to go up, continue on our little tangent there, I'm looking for magma creams because I want to make a couple flame resist potions. I don't think I have any though. That's not something I've ever gone out of my way to collect. That's okay. It's just something I like to have in case I fall in lava. And in fact, I might grab my brewing stand. So if we get some, we can go ahead and make a couple potions. Grab some for your spawn house. Oh, that might actually be easier. And you probably have a brewing stand over there, so I'm just going to do that. I was going to say I'm just going to go into the nether with my brewing stand, and if I happen across a magma slime, just pick it up from there. Yeah, I guess that's true. I didn't really look for any at all, even though I was kind of planning... I've kind of been planning on doing this trip to the nether to get some wither skulls for a little while now. But yeah, I figure it's about time I got a beacon going. Oh. Mara, your fence is gone. You didn't want your house to be fenced in anymore? Took that. It wasn't horrible. I don't know. It was a little rectangular, little square. I think it looked fine, but I mean, I don't know. I guess this looks nice too. Okay, we were gonna go into your house and rob you. So let's see what you have in here. All disorganized, just like my chest. Let's see. I don't see anything in there. Doesn't look like it'd be in there. Let's see. This is mob drops. I have a slime ball. Oh, you know what? I think you can make them. I think you can make them with a slime ball and a blaze powder. You know what? Because I do have slime balls. Why didn't I think of that before? Okay, well I'm gonna steal your stuff anyway since I'm already here. Alright. I completely forgot about that. That's one of those things I forget in the game. Anyways, so might as well head back to our place and do the brewing real quick. If I was efficient, I would have done all this stuff before I started the stream, but like usual, I just got home from work, so I didn't have time to get anything prepped. And I wanted to start the stream a little earlier than usual, so we're not cutting it so close on the time. Because my wife does sometimes get home before 6, just a little before 6, so I kind of want to get the full hour of a stream in. Okay. You know, one thing I've never done, and I've always wanted to do, is make an automatic brewing system. And I'm not real great with mechanics and redstone and that kind of stuff that would go into making something like that. I don't know, but it'd be really neat to do something like that. And I think nether wart is over here. I don't have very much of it. But I think I'll save any kind of potion crafting kind of stuff. Oh, and I need more blaze powder, don't I? Alrighty. I keep forgetting that's a thing in the game too, because now you need to put a blaze powder in there to power the brewing stand. Yeah, Minecraft just keeps getting more and more complicated. Although, to be fair, I think the original way they had potions implemented in the game was even more complicated. In fact, I don't think I ever did anything with it, but they had some kind of system for making potions that involved using a cauldron, and you had to, like, know what colors were created by what items you throw in the cauldron. I don't know. It was pretty complex. And then we want some redstone to extend that. Redstone's over here. And if we build it out of spawn base, I might feel better about using item frames for my storage room. I don't really want to do it over here because there's already, you know, enough stuff going on at spawn. But with my own base, I don't have to worry too much about the lag. And if it becomes an issue, obviously I can just remove them. But it would make it easier to tell what's around me. But I just know that item frames do cause some lag, so I decided to opt for signs for my base over here. Alright, and I figure I might as well go for the full 8 minutes on these things. And yeah, I just like to have the fire resist potions on me just in case I fall off and land in lava. Because then I could just chug a fire resist potion and swim to shore safely. I mean, because things happen, and I've had it happen where, you know, a ghast hits me unexpectedly, or I'm not looking where I'm going, and I just walk off the edge. So whenever I'm doing anything serious in the nether, I always like to have fire resist potions. And especially digging tunnels and stuff. Digging like a nether tunnel, there's lots of pockets of lava nowadays. I feel like that wasn't always a thing, but now there's random pockets of lava throughout the nether in the ground. So it's always nice to have that potion in case it hits you, although of course it wouldn't do too much if I had my full armor and all that stuff. But yeah, anyways, so what are we doing again? We're going to the nether. That's all we need to do right now, right? Is there anything else we need from here before I go? I don't think so. Alrighty, okay, so the fortress is over this direction, the same direction as the jungle. Speaking of the jungle, that's actually where I'm planning on building my permanent base outside of spawn. Although we're gonna wait on doing anything too much over there. Yeah, we need to do something with the hub. It's been like this for quite a while. It looks like somebody started putting some archways in over here, but it looks like that never went anywhere. And we also need to get rid of that portal over there. That's kind of ugly. Oh, it was you. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would pitch in if I knew what people were planning on doing with it, but I don't know if I'd want to take on the task of designing it myself. But yeah, I think sometime we need to get some kind of creative mode blueprint laid out, and once we have that, just get a whole bunch of people on the server, just go finish it. Just get it done, you know. Okay, so we should be able to find some wither skeletons out here. One thing I had contemplated doing at one point was actually building a legit wither skeleton farm. I've seen a couple tutorials for them around YouTube and such, but it does seem like it'd be a lot of work, and I think I only really need the one beacon right now, so if I just find, and I do have a looting 3 on my sword, so if I just find a couple wither skeletons here, I should be fine. But at some point, we might want to look into actually making a legit wither skeleton farm. Yeah, I'm sure we can get it done. We just need to get a couple people on at the same time and just get us focused on it and get it going. And I don't see anything spawning here. Oh, hello, lag. Hello, what was that? Someone's shooting at me. There's a blaze. He was there a second ago. He just shot at me. I know he was up there. Now he's gone. Okay. I don't see any wither skeletons, which is weird because usually I see at least something out here. I can't think of any reason that the nether fortress nearest to spawn would not allow wither skeleton spawns. Strange. Usually when I go out hunting wither skeletons, and not on TimeShot because I haven't ever done this on TimeShot, but usually when I've gone out hunting, usually I can stand at one point of the fortress and see all sorts of stuff, just run back and forth, and there is one over there, so that's awesome. And we want to make sure we kill him with the sword. I can get a couple hits off with him. Off on him with my bow first. Oh, although I have punch, so I don't want to knock him off. Alright, there we go. Obviously, you're not going to get anything from there. Although, I don't know if this is still the case, but it used to be the case that a stone sword had the same chance of dropping as an actual skull. So it was always insulting to get a stone sword, although that might not be the case anymore. Considering we got it from the first drop there, I don't know if that's still the case. I know that last time I seriously went wither skeleton hunting, that was a thing, and I just remember I got so many swords, and I was like, oh man, these could have all been skeleton skulls, and I was just so mad. I was so salty. All right, well there's a guy over here, and I don't want to anger the pig man. Actually, if I hit this guy, is it gonna? It might hit the pig man if I try and... Okay, we can hit with our bow, I think. I'm just worried that the sweeping effect of the sword will end up hitting that pig man and making him and every other pig man in the nether angry at me. And that's always a good time. Alright, we'll hit you... Oh, that was a kill. I didn't mean to kill you with that. Oh, he hit me. It's not a big deal, though. Okay, there's another sword, so that might not be the case anymore, what I said earlier. They might have changed that at some later update. Okay, so I did kind of waste one of those wither skeletons by not hitting it with my looting 3 sword. It used to be the case also. I think this got patched out quite some time ago. But it used to be if you used your bow to kill something, and then you switched to your sword immediately, and you switched to your sword fast enough that the arrow had not yet hit your target, that you would get the looting 3 effect, even though technically your bow was the thing that killed the enemy mob. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that did get patched out quite some time ago. And nobody raided the nether wart in here. That's interesting. I guess once you grab some, you can just start a farm. You don't really need to come back and grab the rest of it. Okay. I mean, we could go further out and try and find a new fortress, or you can hold the sword and the bow at the same time. Yeah, but I think this might have been patched out before that was even a thing. I don't know. Okay, so somebody's been in here, and somebody put a bunch of bones in here. That's kind of weird. I'm betting somebody else was in here hunting wither skeletons. Hello, Husky Gamer. I bet you somebody else was in here hunting wither skeletons, and they had all those bones left over, and that's why those are in that chest right there. Oh, really? So maybe that is still in the game. For some reason, I was certain that had been patched out. Maybe it's just specifically using your bow and then switching that's been patched out. It might be that you might still be able to hold them in both hands. Here's a skeleton. And nothing yet again. Oh, there's a blaze over here. Hello. Somebody else is shooting at me too. There's a regular skeleton. Ow. Wow, there's a lot of blazes. I wonder if these guys are spawning from the blaze farm and getting outside somehow? We'll try it. Oh, I mean, I guess that's true. I just don't want to waste my, I don't want to waste my, my wither skeletons, because they don't spawn all that frequently. I guess I could try it on something else, maybe. Oh, hello. Someone's shooting at me. Okay. We should try and find a vantage point from which we can see most of the fortress. So we can see when stuff spawns. Maybe if we hop up here. But yeah, I have seen fortresses that are much wider out in the open, and it's a lot easier to get, you know, a good vantage point and see everything as it spawns. This one it's okay, but it's not the greatest. Okay, so there is a bit of an open area over here. This might be a good place to run back and forth, possibly, and wait for spawns. Yeah, there's a bit of an intersection over here. I know that when you build a wither skeleton farm, you want to go for one of the intersections because that's where they spawn most frequently, or that's just where you have the better chance of getting them to spawn or something like that. Because I did actually help build one of those at one point, although it was less of a farm and more of just a maximized space of land that the wither skeletons could spawn on. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. Let's get rid of all these these blazes first. Alright, that's gonna be a risky shot. And I might as well pick these up. I don't know if I really need those or not. Probably not. Okay, for a second there I thought one of these guys had despawned. But it looks like they just backed up a little bit. Hello, you're trying to get the sneak on me. Alright, still nothing. We got another one down there. The annoying thing is when they hop up on the banister right there, because I'm worried I'm going to knock them off. Oh, hello. I just walked in fire. And still nothing. I don't know what the percentage chance is once you have looting 3. I feel like it's still fairly low. I think by default the chance is like 1 in 128 or something like that, I think. Or maybe it's 1 in 64. And then those chances improve when you have a looting 3 sword, but even then, it takes quite a bit of time, and I mean, I'm not even sure if we'll get 3 skulls today. I would like to. Oh, hello, pigman. Are you mad at me? Why are you mad at me? What did I do? I didn't hit you. What did I do? No, stop it. What did I do? I didn't hit them. I didn't. All right, well, now I gotta kill these guys, otherwise they're gonna keep coming after me. Oh, this stinks. Or otherwise, I can just kill all of them in this area, maybe. I don't know. Well, this wasn't how I planned on things going. I didn't hit them, though. It was the skeleton, because that skeleton spawned in. And then it shot them, and then that made them angry at me. It wasn't me. It really wasn't me. It was the skeleton. I don't know why that skeleton went aggro on those. You know, I think the skeleton was shooting at me, and it missed because the pigman was in front of it, and for some reason that made the pigman angry at me. I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure that is what happened. Are you guys still coming after me? You are still coming after me. Can't you just, like, leave me alone? You're all after me, too. Goody. This is fun. I need to have... Why do I not have blocks in my bar? I don't have many blocks at all. Okay, well, that stinks. Are you guys still coming up here? Yeah, I bet you are. Oh, then I got blazes shooting at me, too. Alright. See you in a few minutes. I mean, at least I'm getting plenty of XP and gold nuggets this way. Oh, hello. It's like they never end. Problem is, if we get far enough away from the pigmen, even if we get far enough away that the pigmen around us are no longer aggroed on us, these ones back here will still stay aggroed on us, I think. Can't quite remember though. It's been a while since I've had to mess with pigman mechanics because I haven't been stupid and hit a pigman in quite a while, and I still haven't. I still did nothing. It wasn't me. Okay, well, let's get some blocks on our bar. And I think what you can do, if we get out of their reach, I'm pretty sure what you do is you just hang out for a bit, and if you stay in their range, your meme emote was used, people have been warned. What? But yeah, I think if we stay out of their range for a little bit, then they de-aggro, and then they walk away. I think. I hope. I told him to watch out the pigmen. Okay. But yeah, I think... I mean, we just gotta wait till they stop congregating down that block down there. Yeah, I could tell they're still angry at me, though. Oh, okay, gotcha. You meant you pinged the our chat in the private chat. I thought you meant the chat here, and I was confused. And he said something about the meme emote was used, and people have been warned. And I thought you meant like someone used a meme emote in my chat, and you banned them or warned them or something. And I was so confused, and I was like, I didn't see anybody post any meme emotes in here. Okay. And yeah, I don't know how long it takes for these guys to de-aggro. This stream is not going the way I meant for it to. There's a wither skeleton down there, and I kind of want to go after him, but these pigmen are going to keep coming after me. I'm going to pop down like this. Oh, they're coming. They're coming. Let's just kill this guy real quick. He dropped nothing. And let's pillar up. I guess that's just what we're going to do. We're going to stand up here, wait for wither skeletons to spawn, ender pearl over to them, and kill them, and then pillar back up again. I think that's how we're doing this today, until these guys de-aggro. I want to say it takes like 10 minutes, which is kind of unfortunate, but I'm pretty sure that is the amount of time that it takes. And I'm really wishing one thing I used to do, now that I think of it, and I've completely forgot to do this, but one thing I used to do was to bring strength 2 potions in case this happened, because if you kill them in one hit, it doesn't aggro them. So therefore, if they get mad at you and you use your strength 2 potion and kill all of them around you, that won't re-aggro any more of them. But unfortunately, I didn't think to do that today. I know I have the stuff to make strength potions, but I didn't even think about it. So here we are, stuck at the top of a pillar. And I'm not seeing anything else spawning right now. As soon as something else spawns, I'll ender pearl over it to it. There's a regular skeleton over here. I guess I can go ahead and kill him real quick. I mean, the view is lovely. I suppose so. We got a nice view of the outside of the blaze farm over here. So, how about that weather, eh? It's been nice and warm today. It was getting cooler again, and now it's up to mid-80s for, it was yesterday was mid-80s, today is mid-80s. Then tomorrow will be back down to 70s, and then we're going down to the 50s and 40s, and it'll be pretty cool again. And then I think we're going to stay cool after that. My wife keeps bugging me to turn the heat on, but since we're still in the 80s right now, I know it's October, but we're still in the 80s, and I wasn't ready to turn the heat on just yet. She wanted me to turn it on when it got to be about 60, and I just said, you know, suck it up, bundle it up, and save some money. But once we get past this this heat wave that we've got going on right now, then I'll probably go ahead and take our AC units out and turn the heat on, because it does look like it's going to get down to 50 or 40 or so and stay about there. Are these guys, yeah, these guys are still mad at me. I can tell by the way that I move around the block and they kind of track me. Okay, nothing else is spawning. I don't really want to ender pearl anywhere near the pigmen, because if I ender pearl near them, I could hit them and make them more angry. I suppose I could ender pearl over here, give us a bit of a different view, see if we can trigger some different spawns. I hear a gas somewhere, so hopefully he doesn't shoot me off my pillar when I make it. Those guys are still mad at me. Good to know, good to know. So those guys are mad at me. I don't think these guys are, though. Or are these guys going to make these guys mad at me? They're going to come over here and tell their buddies, hey, you see that Addy guy over there? Yeah, he didn't actually do anything, but a skeleton shot me near him, and therefore we need to go kill him. Alright, well, I'm going to give myself a different view over here. I don't know if the pigmen are still following me over this way. Let's see. I don't see any right now. Hi, Albus. Can you go over to your bed and out of my way, maybe? Thank you. Okay, actually, they didn't follow me up here, so that's a potentially good sign. Potentially. I don't see any more wither skeletons, though. Oh, wait, is this guy following me? Are you mad at me or not? Oh, this guy's down here. I didn't even see this guy. Is this guy mad at me? You could just relog. I don't think that resets them. I'm gonna try that, but I'm pretty sure that won't reset them. Does it? Okay, I remember back in the day you used to be able to aggro the pigmen and then log out and they would go after the next person they saw, so you could use that kind of prank people. I wasn't sure exactly how it worked nowadays. Are you still mad? If I jump down here, will you get mad at me? Hi. Are we pals? We are? Okay, good. I'd give you a high five, but then you'd be mad at me again. Alright, well that's good to know. Oh, hello. Alright, all you guys are good now. You're all my buddies now. Okay, that's good. Let's try and avoid any more regular skeletons because they might just aggro the pigmen on us. And here I thought that the regular skeletons in the nether were kind of a disappointment because they don't really, they're not as scary as the rest of the mobs in the nether. But I guess since they can aggro the pigmen on you, they are actually maybe one of the scariest mobs in the nether now. Alright, let's see if some more stuff spawns. I'm gonna keep it running around here. And hopefully trigger some things to pop up somewhere. But yeah, so far, we're already half an hour or more into the stream, and we haven't gotten anything yet. So that's a little disappointing. I was kind of hoping to... I don't know if this is going to happen, but I was kind of hoping to get all 3 of my Wither skulls this stream, because I want to fight the Wither itself next stream, if possible. And of course, I can always come back and do that off camera, collect the rest of the skulls I need. But I was kind of hoping, since I'm here right now, and I'm doing this right now, that the Wither skeletons would be friendly and pop up for me and drop those skulls. And I don't know if they became less common than they used to be, and that's why I'm having so much trouble finding them. I feel like they used to spawn more frequently, but that might just be me imagining things. And I don't even know if they spawn on top of the fortress at all. I haven't seen any up here. So they might only spawn inside the hallways and on the bridges, perhaps. But yeah, I suppose for now we're just going to keep on running around. Alright, well, we'll hop back over to the area we were just at, because that is a good vantage point. The only problem is when we stand around in that area, we're not letting things spawn there because we're a little too close. And, you know, I really do wonder if they changed the spawning mechanics for Wither skeletons and made them less common, perhaps. Because when I visited the Nether during the most recent UHC, and I won't spoil anything beyond the fact that I visited the Nether and found a fortress, but we did not find... I don't remember seeing any Wither skeletons, which of course is a good thing, but I'm pretty sure I didn't see any when we were there, so... Usually you would run into them a bit more commonly. Alright, well, let's head back over to the open area over there and see what we can find. But yeah, so far, this has been extremely exciting. Extremely exciting. And fun. And next time I do this, I'm going to come prepared with a topic of conversation. If anybody wants to post a topic of conversation for me in the chat, and I'll talk about it for at least 5 minutes. Any topic. You can tell me ice cream or, you know, puppies or I don't know. Chocolate. Let's talk about chocolate. Okay. What's my favorite kind of chocolate? I love Reese's. Reese's are my favorite because they combine 2 of my favorite things, chocolate and peanut butter. And we've already been over here. But yeah, I'm a big chocoholic. My mom is even more so, and that's probably where I get it from. But my mom's favorite saying is, give me the chocolate and nobody gets hurt. I think maybe she has a t-shirt with that saying on it. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe I should get her one. Okay, so now we got a couple skeletons over here. So let's see if we kill them, if they drop anything. Oh, you know what I really like? I really love chocolate cheesecake. I had some for my birthday, and it was delicious. Of course, my birthday was almost a month ago now, but I suppose that's not relevant anymore. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm just a big fan of candy in general. I have a massive sweet tooth, so anything sweet, and I love it. You know, I always keep my office here stocked with candy and sweets and snacks, and I mean, not even necessarily just sweet stuff, but I like to have Cheez-It crackers and all sorts of stuff like that. But I always have to have some kind of snack in my office. Sometimes I try and cut down on my candy intake by getting hard candy, because hard candy takes a little bit longer to eat. But then I end up just crunching down on it and eating it just as fast anyway. Okay, so we got lucky with the skeletons over here. So maybe if we run back and forth a little bit, we can encourage them to pop up. Still have no skulls, although we got a couple of gold... Oh, those came from the pigmen, of course. We have some gold nuggets. I know you can build a gold farm by taking advantage of pigmen spawning in the nether if you build above the nether roof. I know we had one on one previous server I played on, but yeah, not something I really need to build right now because I don't have a real need for gold. Mostly you need it for, I think, a couple of redstone related things, and what else? Powered rails. I think that's all you really need it for, and I don't have any rail tracks at the moment. and I don't do much with redstone, so I don't think I really need gold, so there wouldn't really be much point in making a pigman farm. But the concept is basically a flat open area all the way up on the top of the nether, and there's various ways of doing it, but I think you kind of aggro the pigmen, and then they kind of come after you and fall into a pit, and you can make it an XP farm where you hit them and kill them and whatnot. Alright, so I'm hoping this is our lucky spot right here. So if we run back and forth a couple times, maybe we'll get some more stuff to spawn right there, and I'm just going to ignore those blazes because they can't do too much to me, and if I try and hit them, I'm probably going to end up aggroing another pigman, and then we're going to have to run around making pillars for 10 minutes again, and that's just no fun. Or what am I saying? We could just relog, I suppose, but that's cheating. Okay, there's another one over there. So at one point, my bow actually killed one of these blazes in one hit, but it doesn't seem to always be that way. And no skull. No skull for me today. Is there another fortress nearby, maybe? I don't know. I guess going to a different fortress really isn't going to change anything. I just feel like we're going to end this stream having accomplished nothing but running around and angering some pigmen. Which would be kind of unfortunate, but it would tell me that in the future, looking for wither skeleton skulls is probably something I want to do off camera. I was hoping this would be kind of fun and exciting. A little bit of a change of pace from just doing regular old building on the aquarium and whatnot. But, yeah, it didn't turn out quite as fun as I thought it would be. And I'm running out of food. I didn't realize I didn't have much food on me. Let's take a quick, as long as nothing spawns behind me, let's hop back real quick over to spawn, grab a little more food, and then we'll hop back over here and get back at it. As soon as I can figure out which way to go to get back to spawn. I know there's kind of a bridge, a 1 block wide bridge somewhere over here. Just gonna check and make sure nothing else is spawning over here. It doesn't look like it. These pigmen are probably taking up my spawn cap, so maybe we should make those strength potions, because we could just go and kill all the pigmen and use that to kind of encourage more spawning, perhaps. Perhaps. Okay, so the exit is over here by the blaze farm. But yeah, that might be an option. I'll check, and I don't know, I guess I'll go back to my base. I should have glowstone to make strength 2, although I'm not even sure if that's necessary or not. Strength 1 might do it. I think we just have sharpness 4 on our sword. Hello, I'm on fire. I think we just have sharpness 4 on our sword. But I'm pretty sure a strength 1 potion with sharpness 5 kills pigmen in one hit. I'm not sure on strength 1 and sharpness 4. I suppose what we might do is make strength 2, and then anytime we don't see any skeletons spawning, we can just go ahead and kill some pigmen. Just a couple of them real quick to free up some mob cap space. But yeah, mostly let's go hop back and grab some more food because I'm running out. Okay, and I'm just gonna steal some food from over here. Oh, there's not much in there. Okay, I guess we're gonna head back to my house anyway. Which is fine, because I wanted to make some potions, so all is well and good. And still nobody else on, so we might as well go ahead and sleep too, just for the heck of it. Okay, and let's get those potions going. Usually I actually have a decent supply of potions on hand, but brewing potions isn't something I've done on TimeShot yet. Usually I have quite a few in my base, wherever that happens to be. Okay, and then we need some nether wart, growable things. But yeah, as I said earlier, once I get my permanent base outside of spawn situated, then I'll probably make some kind of actual potions setup. Here it's just kind of a brewing stand kind of sitting in my storage area. Now let's top off my ender pearls. And then food. Food. Okay, I have plenty of steak. Alright. And what else do we need? We needed the stuff to make the strength potion. I think you use blaze powder. And then we also want some glowstone dust if we have any to make it strength 2. I'm not sure if we have glowstone dust though. That's fine, we'll go strength 1. And we can extend it with redstone. Although actually my glowstone dust might be in miscellaneous shiny things. No, it's not. Okay, fine. Strength 1 extended is probably gonna be okay. Alright, strength extended. Then we'll call that good. Head back in and see if we have any better luck. Okay. All topped off on food, so let's head back in there. And I mean, leaving and coming back in is not going to make spawns happen more frequently, and I really do think that the wither skeletons are spawning less frequently than they used to. Hello, how's it going? But I mean, I feel like I used to be able to go into the nether with my looting 3 sword and come out in, you know, half an hour, 45 minutes with my 3 wither skeleton skulls. But we've just been not having that kind of luck today. And yeah, I don't know if it's just because of how the fortress we're going at is positioned and we just don't have enough vantage points and we're not moving far enough to despawn and respawn things, or if they really have changed the mechanics and made it so they spawn less frequently, which I could understand doing if they felt like people were getting withers and getting beacons too quickly, because that is supposed to be end game stuff. But yeah, at the same time, that would be kind of annoying if that was the case. But I'm not sure. I haven't paid attention too much to all the patch notes. So I don't know if that's something that they did, or even if that's a hidden change they did at some point. But yeah, we'll head back in here and see if we have any better luck. I don't know if... I mean, loading back into the nether might have spawned some stuff over here, perhaps. I guess the problem is we can't see inside of the fortress from up here. I'm almost wondering if maybe we should knock out the ceiling? I don't know. I was almost wondering if maybe we should do... I mean, this would take a while, but replace all the ceilings with glass, or just completely knock them out so we can see the skeletons inside of the fortress, inside the hallways. But I don't know. That might not be worth it. All right, so we'll head back over to our tried and true area. Tried and true area over here. And it looks like we've got nothing, so that's wonderful. All right, have a good night. Well, that is rather unfortunate. See ya. All right, yeah, this is probably going to end up being something I do off camera. And if it ends up taking this long every time I do it, we might not be able to do the wither fight tomorrow like I had planned on. That is unfortunate. Yeah, I guess this might just end up being something I have to come back and just do whenever I have time. But yeah, it just sucks that it seems to take so long to find these guys. Oh, there's a couple over there. Okay, that's gonna help. Although chances are we're not gonna get anything out of these two. I have gotten lucky before and run into like 2 wither skeletons and had them both drop skulls. And I don't know, maybe our luck will turn around here, but I do kind of doubt it. Alright, nothing from that one. And I'm getting ready for the disappointment of nothing from this one. And nothing. Like usual. That's wonderful. Okay, but it does seem like if we just kind of run back and forth between this area and this area, it does seem like it's getting us some spawns, so that might be our game plan for now. I was just concerned about getting far enough away to actually trigger those spawns, but it does seem like where we are going, we are actually getting those spawns in. Oh, you know what? I just realized I had Pretzel set up, which is a music app for streaming that gives you royalty-free music to use during your streams. And I completely forgot to actually start it up before I started this stream. So, derp, there we go. I keep meaning to do that because it makes the stream a little more interesting and kind of removes a little bit of that dead air when I don't have something to say. But we'll have that set up for next stream. It was just today I really wanted to get going since it's been a week since my last TimeShot stream, and I wanted to get going right away after I got home from work. So I didn't have a chance to, not to say I didn't have a chance. It would be as simple as opening it up on my browser, but I didn't think of it in time. And of course, I only just thought of it now. So next time we'll have some background music, so that'll be nice. And yeah, I was hoping, like I said a couple times before, I was hoping the next time we would be able to do that Wyntr fight, because I would like to get that beacon going so we can start digging out my out of spawn base. But yeah, it does seem like that's not probably going to be happening just yet. I'm just hoping we don't end this stream off, which will probably happen in about 15 minutes. Although my wife hasn't texted me yet to say she's done with class, so we might go a little bit longer tonight. But I just hope we don't end this stream off with absolutely nothing accomplished. At the very least, I want to get one Wyntr skull. It's kind of sad because I went into this stream hoping that we would get, the 3 Wyntr skulls so we'd be ready to fight the Wyntr. But at this point, I'm just hoping to get one. So at the very least, I feel like I've accomplished something. Because so far, I haven't. Alright, nothing spawning over here either. This is unfortunate. This is very unfortunate. Yeah, I'm not sure what else I can do to encourage spawns. I mean, I know I mentioned earlier Wyntr skeleton farms, and I might look up how to make one of those off camera just to see how much effort would go into it and if it might potentially be worth it. Oh, look, there's DMZ joining the game. Hello. Oh, for a second I thought there were 2 join messages, but that's just because I saw my own join message in there. And there's a regular skeleton, so that doesn't help us at all. There goes Albus into his bed behind my head. Oh, hello. I'm on fire. I do feel like the regular skeletons actually spawn less frequently than the Wyntr skeletons, so the fact that we've seen so many regular skeletons is kind of insulting, to be honest. Alright, well I guess there's nothing else to do but just wander back and forth aimlessly and hope to see some more spawning in. I hope we're not walking so far that we're despawning them after they spawn in. We might make our little loop a little bit tighter. Oh, okay, so they do spawn on top of the fortress. That is good to know. Okay, there's 2 of them over here. Let's try our chances. And nothing. And nothing. Just as I expected. Okay, but the fact that they do spawn up top here does tell me that maybe I've been missing some here and there, so I probably want to kind of make my loop around the fortress include this area up here. If I kind of wander off to the end over here, I can see this area, although I don't know if that's close enough to actually see them when they spawn in. And actually, now that I think of it, one thing I've noticed in more recent updates is that the player draw distance is kind of low. And that might apply to mobs too. So we might be missing some because we don't see them because they're too far away, even though too far away isn't that far away after all. Yeah, because I think typically you'd be able to see those guys from here. So yeah, we might be missing some skeletons that are spawning in just because we're too far away. So we really do need to run all the way from end to end of this fortress to make sure we're actually seeing the guys. Just looking from here over here isn't going to do it because it could be all the way on the end down there and we could be not seeing them, which is unfortunate. I don't know why player draw distance has changed to be so much lower. player draw distance and mob draw distance, but it is rather annoying. And are you gonna hop down? There we go. Just don't want him falling off and losing our hard-earned skull if we ever get one. Okay, so we have had a couple in a row here. I feel like we've gone for a couple of long increments of time without getting one spawning in. Oh, he's trying to go for a bit of strategy there. He thinks if he can kind of block me in, he might be able to actually hit me. But it did not work. But I feel like the past couple minutes we've gotten a few more than usual, so maybe we just need to kind of keep going with the loop that we've got. Run up over this way, check on top of the fortress over here, and then run back over there. I think that does seem to be at least getting us somewhere. Not getting at those skulls we want, but it is getting us some wither skeletons. I just wish there was something else we could do to increase our chances of getting the skulls. Like, I don't know, some kind of like luck potion. I don't think there's such a thing in the game. But some kind of potion that would also stack with looting 3 and increase our chances of getting wither skeleton skulls. Or any kind of mob drop from enemies. But unfortunately that is not the case. I don't think there's a such thing as a luck potion. I know there have been a couple of new potions added into the game since last time I played. Or last time I really did much with potions. So I think there is like a leaping potion or something like that. But yeah, that doesn't help us here. But yeah, it would be nice if there's some way to make it more likely for these guys to drop their rare spawns. Because right now, just the fact that they're just not spawning in very frequently is really getting us. And just let's make sure there's nothing in here. I haven't seen any like inside the fortress, which is weird. There's a blaze right here. I really haven't seen many inside the fortress, which, I mean, I haven't been walking around in here too much because I kind of figure there won't be much in here. And you don't have as good of a line of sight while you're in here. But I thought it'd be worthwhile, or I thought maybe we'd see some wander around in here. But yeah, I really do feel like we've got a changed mechanic on their spawning. I feel like they're less frequent than usual. Thank you for the follow, Watermelon SPLH5. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, I've got to look through Splash 5. Okay. There wasn't an S with the H in there, so I didn't realize that was supposed to say Splash. Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna look up after the stream, if nobody else chimes in here. I'm gonna look up after the stream if at any point in any of the patch notes there's a note about changing the spawn mechanics of these wither skeletons, because I really feel like I used to be able to do this a lot quicker. And that is a dead end there. Like, seriously, I feel like it would only take me like half an hour to 45 minutes. Because at one point I had grinded up, I think, 15 wither skeleton skulls. And I wouldn't have done it if it took, you know, an hour or more to get one skull. Because that would have been 15 hours right there. Which I would not have spent that much time hunting around another fortress. So I really feel like they must have made them a much less common. It really stinks. And yeah, because at one point on one previous server I was on, I know I had 4 beacons. And I was also at one point planning on fighting like 5 withers at once or something like that, which unfortunately never ended up happening. Okay, my wife is now on her way home, so we probably got another 15-20 minutes to stream, and maybe finally get one skull, just one. That's all I ask. That is all I ask, just one skull today. That is all we need. I mean, I don't know. I wonder if anybody else in the server has any wither skeleton skulls, and I could trade them for them. Although I kind of doubt it. I would assume, especially with the spawning mechanics being as they seem to be, if anyone had them, they would have used them to spawn in a wither. And I guess this might be why nobody else really has a beacon on the server. I know Poet has one, and I think one other person might have a beacon, but I don't think anybody else really has a beacon on the server. And it might just be because these guys are spawning less frequently, and that's just something that I just happen to not know. Okay, I think there's another gas shoot at me here too. Alright, that's a guy's a one-hit kill. Ow. Okay. Did he drop a gas tier? Because if he dropped a gas tier, I think I already have one. Which is fine, but gas tiers are used for regeneration potions, which I always use when I fight a legit wither. It looks like just gunpowder. Oh, there we go. All right, 1 ghast here, and I've got 1 already. But honestly, all you need is 1 to make 3 regeneration potions to fight the Wither. That's really all you need. Because as long as you're geared up appropriately, you should be fine to take it out before it becomes too much of an issue. But yeah, I always have regeneration on when I fight the Wither. And of course, it would be even better to have a beacon that also had regeneration. I think those effects would stack, which would make things even easier. Though you'd risk the Wither coming and destroying your beacon, but that is fine and all. Alright, so I was talking about how my luck was possibly improving and how I was actually seeing some stuff spawning in, and it seems like that has kind of taken a turn. There's some blazes down there. They're freshly spawned in. Let's see if we run back this way, despawn them, come back over here, and maybe get something else. Maybe. Yeah, so next time I stream, which may be tomorrow, maybe Thursday, definitely gonna be doing something different. We're not gonna be hunting wither skeletons probably ever again on camera. I didn't realize how much of a pain in the butt this was gonna end up being. I'm just dreading because I said I was gonna get, you know, a wither fight going at some point. I'm just dreading coming back in here after the stream at some point and getting all those wither skeleton skulls, considering how long this is taking. Because we've been at this for an hour. We have been streaming for an hour, and we have gotten nothing. Absolutely nothing. And that is just pathetic. That is just extremely pathetic. But if it takes that long and we haven't even gotten a single skull, I don't want to know how long it'll take to get all 3. Unless I've just been extraordinarily unlucky, and I end up getting extremely lucky all of a sudden when I do this on my own. Yeah, it's going to take a while. It is going to take quite some time. I'm going to have to find a good TV show to watch in the background or something like that while I go hunt these things. The only thing I have to worry about is when I'm watching a TV show while playing Minecraft, my attention is kind of diverted. Usually not too much of an issue because there's not much risk when I'm just building in the overworld or what have you. But the Nether's a little more dangerous, so I do have to pay attention and probably watch something on Hulu or Netflix that doesn't require too much of my attention at all, or watch somebody's YouTube videos or something like that, or a podcast maybe. I don't know. There's a skeleton there. I do not like that skeleton being there. Not in the slightest. And I did not mean to hit that wither skeleton. I was just worried about that skeleton shooting the pigman and aggroing him all over again, because that was what happened last time. And yeah, unfortunately, since I didn't get the looting 3 off on that skeleton, that reduced our chances of getting a skull from him. And nothing else to spawn over here. That is wonderful. I mean, I guess we got a ghast here today. That's something. That helps us a little bit in our quest to get a wither fight and get a beacon. But at the same time, oh man, yeah, I've said it already, but I'm so dreading the grind to get these wither skeleton skulls. I might go out to a different fortress and see if for some reason, I can't imagine why, but if for some reason this particular fortress just isn't spawning things, I have no idea why that would be the case. It seems like everything else is spawning just fine. We've seen plenty of blazes. We see lots of pigmen, of course. But pigmen, of course, don't rely on being in a fortress to spawn. But we've seen plenty of stuff spawning in. So we know that spawning is working in this fortress. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I guess I'm just going to have to look up the patch notes for the most recent couple of updates. And by most recent, I mean going up to a couple of years ago. Because it's been quite some time since I've gone out hunting for wither skeletons. So, yeah, it could be that they changed the spawn rate for these guys, you know, 2 years ago. And I didn't even know about it because, you know, I haven't gone in and tried to find some of these guys in quite some time. Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's much too late to try and divert the stream and go do something else. So I do apologize for a very unproductive stream. There's one right there. Come on. Be nice. Be nice. Give me a skull. Give me 1 skull so I can say we accomplished at least something this stream. Just 1 skull is all I ask. Apparently that's asking too much. Oh, man. I mean, maybe next time that I could do a stream where I do this again, but I could have something else playing in the background. I don't know. I could record a video, pre-record a video, and play it in the corner of the screen, so at least you guys have something interesting to watch while I'm doing this. I don't know what I'd pre-record. I don't know. I guess I wasn't really going with that. I was going to say, you know, I could pre-record an episode of me building, and then when it gets too boring, me hunting wither skeletons, I could just hop back to that video and let you guys watch that instead. But that would be silly. That would be rather silly. Alright, so still nothing over here. I don't think there's anything. We can dig out this little area right here, I suppose, so we can get over to this side of the fortress. But yeah, it looks like nothing over there. I think we're close enough to get the view distance to the point where we can see things. Yeah, this is so exciting. This is so very exciting. I mean, honestly, and this was me being optimistic, but I was almost thinking, like, what if we get all 3 wither skeleton skulls in like half an hour, which I have done before. What if we could do that and fight the wither skeleton all in one stream? But obviously that was me being way too optimistic. That obviously was not going to happen today. And it's really looking like we're going to have to end this stream off with nothing. Absolutely nothing. We haven't had a single skull drop, and I've been watching carefully. There hasn't been anything, and I mean, I guess if you watch back the video and you see it, let me know, but I haven't seen anything fall off the edge. We haven't missed any skulls that ended up in lava or anything like that. We're really just not getting anything. Sorry about that, my nose is itching a little bit. But yeah, we're just not finding anything. Huh. Yeah, I'm probably going to spend all my time in between streams here. So tonight, hello, how's it going? Tonight, probably tonight mostly, and I guess tomorrow night after I stream, we're mostly going to be coming back over here on my own and trying to find those wither skeleton skulls off camera. And hopefully sometime before the end of this week, we can do that wither fight on stream. Yes, I do have a face. I'm a real person. I'm not just a floating voice on the internet. Now you, on the other hand, Jake, you do not have a face as far as I know. Over 90 skeletons before you got a skull. Holy cow. Yeah, and the big thing with this right now is the fact that I'm just not getting them spawning very frequently. And I have looting 3 on my sword. What we might do at some point is enchant a wither skeleton specific sword that has smite 5 on it, so we can at least kill these guys a little bit quicker. But mostly the issue I've been having is they're just not spawning in. Yeah, and that was something I was talking about earlier with the stream. I was talking about making a wither skeleton farm, but and I mean, I might end up doing that. It might actually be faster than trying to hunt down 3 wither skeleton skulls. Just because this is taking so long, they're just not spawning. And I really feel like they changed the spawning mechanics, because I used to be able to come out here, not here on TimeShot, on a server a couple of years ago. I used to be able to go out with my looting 3 sword and get my 3 skulls in, you know, like half an hour, 45 minutes. It just seems like they changed the mechanics and they don't spawn as often anymore. Or I'm just missing something. I don't know. Yeah, we haven't installed any kind of data packs, I don't think. The only thing we have is paper, which is an offshoot of Spigot. Oh, there's one up there by the Blaze Farm. I haven't been really looking up there, so I guess I should probably kind of keep my eyes peeled up that way. The only thing we really have is paper, which is mostly just to help with the lag caused by the 1.13 update. Oh, there's a couple of them up here. We also got a blaze I want to take out first. Maybe. Okay, you can't get to me, so I'm safe up here. I don't want those guys to die, though. I'm gonna let you come up here, hang out with me. And nothing. Nothing. Great idea to use flame against a blaze. Well, I mean, all of my weapons, my bow has flame and my sword has fire aspect, so I don't really have a choice there. Of course, I do have power 5 in my bow, so it's enough to do enough damage to kill them in spite of the flame. Sponsored by Atyrum. No, actually my own bow is not sponsored by myself. I should probably fix that at some point. Blasphemy. I'll sponsor it. No, it's got to be sponsored by Atyrum. And in fact, at one point I was thinking about opening up a weapon shop and having every single weapon say sponsored by Atyrum on it. The April killing power. So short of actually making a legit wither skeleton farm, the only other thing I can think of doing is opening up all the hallways so we can see inside of them. In fact, I'm just going to open up right here. So at the very least, as I'm making my rounds, I can look in there real quick. But it might be a good idea to open this up so that way we can see when they spawn down below. And I guess I could use the, I could keep all the nether brick. I'm sure I could find a use for it somewhere. Not in any of my current builds, but it's always nice to have it. Alright, still nothing spawning back over here, and I haven't really been looking down these hallways. I probably should. But it does seem like kind of going in a loop, going down to the end over here, and I was thinking about making a wither skeleton farm on stream. If you do that, let me know. I'd love to help out with it. I mean, I was thinking about doing one myself at some point, but I mean, I haven't looked up exactly how to do one. The only kind of wither skeleton farm I've helped make before was literally just an open flat platform at an intersection in a nether fortress. I mean, yeah, you might have to unload and reload the chunks. I mean, I'm getting stuff to spawn by running back and forth, so I know I'm doing something right. But yeah, the only wither skeleton farm I've had before that I helped out with was literally just clearing out a flat area that you just run around and kill things in, which, of course, is not the most efficient way to do things. I'm sure there's some kind of more automated way to do it. Potentially something that kills all the other mobs, or at least keeps you safe so you can kill all the other mobs, and that way clear up the hostile mob cap in the area and let more things spawn. Although I guess with the draw distance being what it is, I can't quite be sure that we're actually spawning new things in, or if we're potentially just seeing them pop up and they're already there. Maybe we should run a little bit further, although I have been having luck, because I did run, at one point I ran from here to here, and then I ran back over there, and then there was a wither skeleton there. So I think we are running far enough. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we're going far enough. Alright, well, we're going to end the stream off there. My wife just got home, so thank you all for watching. And I'll probably do a bunch of this off camera to try and get some wither skeleton skulls. But yeah, thank you all for coming out, and I'll see you next time.